pass, cut, and shoot, of spinning layups and quick shots and running, endless running, with an athleticism that found its origin in that Native American time before horses. Navajo learned basketball in Bureau of Indian Affairs boarding schools, but long ago made it their own. A game played by grandparents and parents and children, men and women alike. Play was swift and unrelenting as a monsoon-fed stream. Custom dictated that players help their opponents to their feet. They as quickly knock them down again. Chinle High School was the largest school on the Navajo reservation. There have been many fine Wildcats teams, but never one good enough to win a state championship. And the collective hunger to claim that trophy was insistent, immutable, an ache. 4,000 people live in Chinle, and on midwinter nights 5,000 crowded into the Wildcat Den for big games. On the third day of basketball tryouts in early November, Mendoza waved a milling group of tryouts over to the baseline and asked, "What is your goal? To get your name in the Navajo Times?" He did not wait for their answer. He had bidden goodbye to his wife for 5 months, and he would work every morning, afternoon, and night during the season. He would review game tape until his eyes became red and his vision grew blurry and indistinct. "My goal, our goal," he told the boys, "is to win a state championship." He held up his right hand and the finger with his fat state championship ring. He was the only living coach on the res to own one, and let the boys gawk. "I want to get a bigger ring than this." These teenagers were perched on that precarious cliff wall between adolescence and manhood, hand and footholds uncertain. Soon enough they would face a primal decision. Should they leave their land, the largest and grandest Indian nation in the United States, and the Navajo world of sacred peaks and spirits and clans? If they departed, if they entered college in the world of Bilaganas, the whites, could they survive? If they thrived, could they ever truly return? Hey, listen to this. Blunt time. Angelo Lewis, Schlo, known as Big Daddy to the little kids who liked to scale his shoulders and back before games, was Chinle's big man, the center, a broad-shouldered 6'3" junior with a perpetual half grin. He showed teammates a cell phone with a Facebook post of a black dude smoking a cigar-sized blunt. Angelo was a wiseacre with a feel for the comedy of life and a sarcasm that could crack up teammates. He skipped classes and sometimes struggled with grades, more from inattention than lack of comprehension. He should have been a senior this year, just like his friends and summer basketball buddies. Dwayne Tom sat next to Angelo wearing a mauve sweater and dress shirt, black slacks and black dress shoes. Lean and soft-spoken, his teeth wrapped in sky blue braces, and jittery before the season's first game. He lived in Pinion, a tough little town at the mouth of another beautiful canyon. His lack of defense confounded Mendoza nearly as much as his academics pleased his teachers. He took advanced calculus and dreamed of attending college in Phoenix or Flagstaff and becoming an engineer. Teachers and mentors told him to push himself and experience the world. That prospect filled him with delight and fear, like a leap off a canyon boulder into an icy mountain lake. His aunties and cousins and uncles who loved him lobbied him to stay and attend the Navajo Diné College, to remain on the res. He smiled easily, and his words revealed few shards of what stirred inside. Josiah Sosi, a senior 5'4" point guard, sat farther back in the bus. He was one of the state's best cross-country runners, with legs and will like cords of steel. Each day in the ink of pre-dawn, he pushed himself out of bed and out on running shoes, and pushed open the creaking door of his mom's trailer. He loped down a rutted road between pens with sheep barely stirring, and res dogs that growled and yapped and bolted after him. He ran to a low-slung mesa, 8 miles or maybe 10 or 12. Some mornings he startled sleepy antelope and crossed paths with the trickster coyotes. When he saw them, he pulled out his corn pollen pouch and dipped his index finger in and touched the dust to his head and talked softly to the holy people, listening in the wind for their answer. He could be warm and introspective and suspicious and removed. He desired father figures and one